Just roast, yeah.
A fake drizzy.
Oh, I'm so sick of SoundCloud, man.
I'm sick of it. But we have to.
It's
Wait, are we recording? Yeah. That's the perfect way to start.
It's
Let's
a
go.
necessary
Let's
evil,
go.
man.
Let's go.
Welcome
necessary.
back to Armchair Gaffers. Yeah, myself, Walks, Scorch, Jess, and SB. Happy Valentine's to those who celebrate it. And Jess.
See my new name today?
What's your name today?
Sub-Zero.
Mad. Oh yeah, it's Arctic in the north. It's chilly, but this is what we go through just to be here for you. For those of you watching this online, we'd like to remind you that the podcast is now available on all good platforms. Jess, what is your favorite DSP?
What's it? Whoa.
What's a DSP?
Demand side platform?
Yeah, something.
That media language there, you know.
I was gonna say digital streaming
Provider.
It can be whatever you want, but yeah, it's a DSP.
No, it's mad. I thought DSP was another English right back because they all got double barreled names.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I thought it was but no, mine is I'm old school, guys. I'm a SoundCloud kind of guy. So when I play this,
You are tired.
I'm very tired.
You're old school.
You got to understand because after you get the podcast, you get a mixtape. It could be
Random.
Raphael Liao. It could be. Listen, they've still got Papoose on SoundCloud.
He could do a freestyle with every letter in the alphabet.
Papoose
And
is a
then-
millionaire off of SoundCloud, probably.
100%, and that piff.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
SB, where do you listen to your Armchair Gaffers podcast?
I listen to Google Podcasts.
Why so?
You listen to Google Podcasts.
Yeah, I listen on Google. I listen on Google Podcasts. If you lot don't know about Google Podcasts, listen to it on Google Podcasts.
Get to know.
Now you know.
And Scorch, where do you listen to Armchair Gaffers?
Oh, splitted right.
Oh! I remember my first beer. Oh, look at it.
I was a young
I'm a proper geezer too.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Nah, me, what it is, when, like, after, sometimes when I've been listening to Raphael Leao,
Beginning.
because what happens, you in the mood for some music, so I listen to some Raphael Leao.
Yeah.
Of course.
But when I'm in the mood for some sport, Raphael Leao is the segue, and then I go.
He's the bridge.
Spotify has everything. So me personally, I'm a Spotify guy. Personally,
Okay. And yeah, me, I'm an Apple podcast man. Traditional.
very dry.
No space on my phone. That's what it is. Run out of space. So I
dry.
can't really download. I can't even
No
download
fair.
Spotify.
The mad thing is,
It's probably. I don't want to say too much in it.
don't say too much.
Yeah,
Don't say a word.
yeah, don't say a word, don't say a
say
word.
Should we say
That's
So
that?
it.
our pod is actually on all those platforms.
Yeah.
so down.
Finally.
And
I didn't
as
know.
you guys know,
And
you're watching us.
YouTube as
Yeah,
well.
you're watching it now. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
on the YouTube.
Mad. But
Let's get straight down to business.
Let's go.
Starting with the early kickoff at the King Power Stadium yesterday, Liverpool and Leicester. Leicester staged an astonishing late comeback to beat Liverpool as the Premier League champions collapsed and paid the price for another defensive calamity involving keeper Alisson.
Pay the price.
Pay the price.
Pay the price.
Yeah, it weren't great. Liverpool looked to be cementing their top four aspirations when Mo Salah put them ahead after 67 minutes with a clever
Wait.
bit of brilliance from Firmino, almost Guti-esque.
That goal is crazy.
Yeah.
Because you know what? In one moment, you see, like in that one game tells you everything about Firmino. But also, that one moment tells you everything about
There's
Firmino.
a lot more that's missing.
It's fucked because like Firmino, bro, there's no goal there. There's
No.
How many man in the league are gonna find that assist?
Nah,
one.
maybe
How many number 9s are finding that assist?
Not like that.
none.
Maybe Gareth Bale.
So
wears
he just wears the 9.
Maybe.
Crazy. It reminded me of almost like Guti.
Oh, yeah.
And the finish
that
as
one.
well.
Summed up
No
Salah as well.
backlift.
Finish
finish,
Salah.
I would do
So
nothing.
Salah.
I would do nothing but be clutch.
I think
Just clutch.
he could have thrown it in the goal and it wouldn't be as accurate. If he'd picked up with his hands
And
and then threw it in the goal, it wouldn't have been as accurate.
because you know what, the
spin.
pace didn't beat the goalkeeper.
Direction.
It's
slow.
so such
It went like this. It went like this.
Direction.
great finish.
I'd like to say something, guys. I get a lot of shtick because some of my shouts. Yeah, 30 minutes into the game, 0-0.
Yeah.
It was 0-0 to both sides. Don't ask me how.
No one could claim it. Yeah.
I said to myself, Liverpool dominating. I looked at the game. I was like, Liverpool dominating, but this can flip just like that because Leicester got 3 key players, Vardy, Maddison, and Barnes. And I said on Twitter,
Yeah, we've got the timestamps.
We've got the timestamps. Liverpool dominating.
I think we should insert it right here.
Right. Bing. Exactly. And then who scored?
He scored the first. Maddis.
Oh, I thought you was going to say Salah.
No, he scored the first. Yeah.
You didn't predict that, just.
I'm just saying. So, no, we, armchair gaffers.
We know.
Yeah.
It.
Oh.
Hey, the question for me after that game,
yeah,
because I was having a bit of a back and forth with somebody. You might have seen him in that comment thread.
Yeah.
But we was having like a argument about how good is Klopp, and I was thinking to myself, it's so short sighted. Like man are going on. Like everybody forgets. Like
quick.
Brendan Rodgers is doing well now.
Yeah,
but man forget. The same praise that we give Klopp is the praise that we give him for rebuilding from Brendan Rodgers.
And everything that came before. Yeah.
Was trash.
Would Liverpool be where they are now had they stuck with BR?
No
chance. No way.
That's a good question.
That
is a good question.
It's a very good question.
Like how many and this is the other thing as well. How many gaffers do you think could come in? Let's just imagine they made the same signings, exact same signings. They got the same squad. Gets that out of that squad. I can't think of any.
He handpicked people for his system. Like, saying what was the shout? He's not a good manager.
He's rubbed.
He's rubbed. Yeah, he's done. He's not a good manager.
That's a push out for me.
It's over the hill.
And you know what? I think should we call him out? Should we call him out?
Yes.
If you know back the Hear Me Out pod, they got a decent pod.
Yeah.
But go and check out Clayon. Capo.
Wild
shouts. We're gonna catch him. We're gonna catch up with Clayon. We're gonna sort it out
in due time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't to be the case. Liverpool didn't make it back into the top 4, and I think it's probably the most entertaining 7 minutes you'll see this season. Where Leicester managed to turn the 1-goal deficit around. Wilfred Ndidi was fantastic. I think in midfield, 19 ball recoveries and an assist. I think Liverpool could do with him or a player or of his ilk.
But they do. They just got him in centre back.
Well, as it stands, they probably need him and the guy who does what he does.
But hold on 1 second. That sounds like you're suggesting Liverpool need a centre mid and they've got Thiago.
It's a drum we've been beating for a while. It's a drum we've been cautious about beating, but it's definitely now time to ask questions and say, like, we've seen a fair bit. And it's not what we would have expected.
Saw Henderson
it's far from it.
Absolutely ripping.
I did respect Thiago giving it back.
Did he?
He was giving it. Yeah. He didn't take it.
Yeah, it was a two-way street, but I don't really.
They conceded straight after it as well, didn't they?
Yeah. And do you know what it is? I read an article this week. Thiago's committed the most fouls in the Prem. I think in the time since he's been playing. Yeah, or since he's back, it was 21 fouls, and it doesn't really go hand in hand with the player that we know him to be.
That sounds like a man struggling to keep up.
Sounds like you're off the pace.
Please, guys, or maybe that's a side of his game that we haven't really noticed because no one highlights it.
But he's been impressing. He's been impressing teams.
Guys, I'm not gonna take Thiago's shtick because you was all breading him those before you even kicked the ball.
I thought it was a good signing.
It can change. Of course, it can change.
I'm not saying it's a bad. I'm not saying it's finished.
Evidence available.
I still.
But what I will say,
he's just tired.
He is not the right fit for this current Liverpool team.
How many goals he got this season?
Has he scored?
He's got as much as me.
No,
me and Thiago have got the same amount of Premier League goals this season.
Yeah, but obviously he's a more creative. So how many assists has he got?
Me and him have the same amount of assists this season.
That's mad though.
Me and him are both just trailing behind Edison for assists.
Poor Thiago, man.
Shit, though.
Yeah, he's struggling, and I guess the whole situation, their midfield, their defense, it's not really helping him. But yeah, it's time to say this isn't what anyone expected.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is not
No, because we say it every single week. Like episode 1 or 2, Armchair Gaffers, Quay back. Check it out. I jokingly said I want to see how Klopp responds to Thiago trying to play intricate passes instead of crossing it
from the halfway line.
And he hasn't been doing that. And lo and behold, Liverpool haven't been getting the results because that's not how they built up the play. If you even look at their first goal, I broke it down. Yeah, a lot of their goals last season come from the cross in the box, not winning the cross. Yeah, but the second ball when it drops down.
Yeah, they're great at that. At the second phase, they score loads
Transitions.
of things from set pieces as well.
Salah's goal, Trent shot, keeper saves it, breaks down to Firmino, sets it up for Salah. There we go. It's the second ball they win.
It's quality within the chaos.
Exactly. If those balls
they're
aren't coming
trained
in,
to do that.
Yeah.
exactly.
But Thiago doesn't want to do chaos.
He's
He wants to turn out, start again. Have you not seen the meme?
yeah. The guy kicking the ball.
There's a Palacio.
It's crazy as well because before Thiago signed, my brother used to do, I'm Thiago, and he used to do the same thing. So when I'm seeing it now, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is actually what he's on.
Yeah, and there's more issues, I guess, for them to worry about away from Thiago. Alisson's nightmare week continued. Who do you think was to blame for Vardy's goal?
Alisson,
So we've got one Alisson.
Hold on a second. What was the
the
goal?
ball over the
So
top.
it's the ball over the top.
I'm gonna blame
Alisson's running out. Kavach running back towards goal.
You got
It's almost a fake collision.
Allison, you're like,
No information.
it's
given.
tough. It's tough. It's all of them. You're all acting up. You're all acting.
And
So
now
Alisson, you're saying both to blame.
But Allison, you're killing it.
You're
gonna
adding to it,
I'm
yeah.
gonna say Alisson because he's looking this way.
Can see the whole pitch.
Yeah. But now that you agree with me, I'm gonna say Kabak. Why? Now we know why Klopp ain't been playing him.
What do you mean he just got
Been
ball?
there- he's
got
been there
here,
2
bruv.
minutes. I think that Alisson is to blame fully. I don't think the defender has a lot of blame at his door. Alisson can see the whole pitch, more experienced.
Yeah, I want to
He
disagree.
should be more vocal.
Wait, on a different note though, what about the other keeper?
Casper.
Casper, man. Big save. One of the saves of the season,
Viking.
even though it was offside.
Bro, that save. You know when he made that save, I thought, raw. Maybe he didn't connect properly. Then you see the replay and
He
my man,
connected.
he's got.
Real. It's almost
and-
not a catch, but yeah, it's like
Do you know what I thought to myself when he made that save? I was like, your dad's proud.
I
bare
was gonna
proud.
say
Your dad's
It's a doppelganger.
that save. You can't teach that. That's pure genetics.
Genetics.
Yeah, it's pure genetics,
Viking
guys.
genetics.
Proper
I
genetics.
study this for a living, and it's yeah.
I feel like there's certain man I've seen make that save. I seen Buffon make it, and I seen Noah make it.
Yeah.
That big hand.
Newer.
I feel like I saw Schmeichel,
Yeah.
Big Dog make it, but I don't know.
No,
it might
no,
just
100.
be, you know what I'm
That
saying?
was
It's
his
Don't
nostalgia.
worry,
Spread.
man. Premier League years. I've seen him spread like
Run it
Nutella.
back.
Don't worry. I've
Yeah,
seen
but
it.
you know it's the spread, but that was
That was his thing.
It was
That was a
bonkers.
different
With his,
kinda-
he's always got a little
And-
polo
And now,
Night Pro as
now
well.
let me bring you guys back down to reality. It was offside. Doesn't count.
So
as
it
a
doesn't
save.
even matter.
Yeah,
Doesn't
so
count.
guys-
It
Why
doesn't
like
matter.
No,
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, no, someone's got to do it. I'm Buzz
Bursting
Buzz
bubbles.
Killington.
Buzz Killington. Liverpool slide continues. Yesterday rounded off an awful week for Jurgen Klopp. After the game, we saw him concede the title. If you're a Liverpool fan, how do you feel about this?
Well, we've got a Liverpool fan we can call right now.
Go ahead.
Do we do it?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
Let me
do
hear
it.
some pain.
Let's hear
It's
some.
been a long time since I heard some pain from
Hey,
Liverpool. fans.
quick question before. Go on, do your thing. Has Barnes got a start at the Euros?
Is that up?
Like, it's time.
Hello?
Which one?
He definitely
Oh,
has
what's going on? No, not that one.
he
Dave, what you
definitely
done?
has
Dave, what you done?
plane ticket though.
Yeah,
Oh no. The
Yeah.
ticket's patterned.
Not economy, he's flying first class.
he's definitely traveling.
Comfortable.
This one.
But it's
He's
mad
definitely
because
traveling.
That's
England
not
do have a lot of attackers, so
No, what are you doing to those? Not those. Not that either. Scorch, you're doing the most. It's not, no, Scorch, please. Oh, there we go. It was that one, yeah. The one you just done. All right, let's go again, guys.
so you have a
So,
call?
Scorch, your question
Has Barnes got to be on the plane?
Has
Has he
to
got to
start.
be? Has he got to start?
Hello.
has to start.
Hi.
Hello, Amani. Welcome to Armchair Gaffers. You're with Jess, Dan, Scorch, and SB.
Yo,
How's
yo,
it going?
Yes,
yo,
yes.
yo,
Welcome,
yo.
welcome.
Hi, lads. How's it going?
Not bad. Well, we're all right. How are you?
Yeah,
Liverpool
that's the
fan?
more important question.
I'm more concerned.
Dan, you had a question for a Liverpool fan.
Hi, Money.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yesterday, we saw Jurgen Klopp concede the title. My question was, as a Liverpool fan, how do you feel about this? Is it too soon? Do you think it's sensible? Do you think it's realistic? Or do you kind of want to see maybe a bit more fight from him?
No, I think it's realistic. I think in terms of the title, that's gone. Now we just have to focus on trying to stay in the top four. Sorry, I'm just watching the Fulham Everton game anyway. But
Go
yeah,
on.
as I was saying, I mean, pardon?
We like that. We like that.
We like that.
The rest of my family are Fulham fans actually, so they're obviously very happy at the moment.
It's crazy
But,
that you said you have to concentrate staying in the top 4. If you had said this in September, going into the season, that Liverpool, their target will be top 4,
Crazy.
the whole world would have imploded. Graham Souness would have had none of it. But now you're saying it live on Armchair Gaffers that Liverpool have to concentrate on getting the top 4. Madness.
I mean, I heard the pundit saying we have like 27 points less than we did last season at this time, which is incredibly poor considering we've just been improving over the past few years. But I would say if we're trying to solve our problems, I agree with what Scorcher said last week, that like we created 2 problems for ourselves by taking the midfielders out.
Yep.
Because if we just kept them in the midfield, now we just have one problem to solve, which is the defense. And now we have very little in the midfield. Our fullbacks are being challenged defensively, and now we're seeing that Trent is not a good defender at all. And that's
Yeah.
One second, sorry.
You're talking that cloth. You're talking.
Sorry. I'm gonna have to take over here for a second because I just want to say.
Go ahead.
I just want to say it's the 14th of February, and as a woman, you are after my heart as a football fan.
Yeah. You might get a call after the podcast finishes. After that. Couldn't we ask you about Thiago and what you think of him so far? Has he had the desired impact, or would you like to see a bit more?
Not quite the desired impact. He's not as quick on the ball as I would have thought, but I think we had too much expectations of what he would do in the team, like just considering how new he is. I agree with what Scott said again, that I think he will adjust to the way our team plays, but I don't know how long that will take, and we can't keep putting too much pressure on him to change the game when he's really just alone.
Okay, fair. Okay, I like your analysis. Scorch, you got your hand up.
Yeah, can I ask, in your opinion, what would constitute a successful season, and what would be an unsuccessful season in your eyes as a Liverpool fan?
In my eyes, there's no success anymore, because I think as reigning champions, all we should be looking for is to win, and if anything less than that would be second. And clearly, I don't think we're going to finish second. Us fighting for top 4 is already pretty scary, but I mean, I believe in Klopp. I just think he's a bit stubborn. He's clearly not really willing to change things up, and if he doesn't change anything, I think we will enter a bit of a crisis when we start to lose sight of the top 4.
Okay, can I just say, with regard to Klopp changing anything, you have to understand that his philosophy, his brand of football, isn't overnight. It is 15 years in the making, from Mainz through to Dortmund, through to these 3-4 years at Liverpool. So it's not going to change overnight. It's not. So you have to just get used to this. And I believe Liverpool are now back where they belong. Unfortunately.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you should be flexible, and I think that about another manager in the Prem, but we'll talk about that a bit later. No, we're not. So don't guess, Jess. Armani, I guess Klopp's had a tough week, a very, very tough week. Have you seen the rumours about him like standing down? Would you be like happy for him to maybe take a little sabbatical and come back once he's, I guess, grieved and mourned?
I think if he leaves us, I don't want him to come back. Like, there's no way he's just gonna leave because things got tough. Like, you gotta stay. And I think like this season obviously doesn't define anything for the future. We are missing injuries, and injuries isn't a good excuse. But if Klopp leaves, I'll just be very disappointed. Like, what was the point of all of this then?
The other thing I wanted to ask you, because I've noticed I'm not hearing anybody talking about it. So, what about Champions League? Is that like, are we not even trying to go for that? Like, where?
Is it Leipzig on Tuesday?
You know, I'm going to stay positive, but I think with the teams performing at the moment, Champions League is out of the picture.
Do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, if Liverpool had the fans in the stadium, I think this is the perfect season for Liverpool to actually win the Champions League again. Like, the league forms all here and there, whatever, and the way that crowd galvanizes that Liverpool team.
Anfield under the lights, as the
Anfield
cliche.
under the lights. I think where as well, like, you lot are kind of submitting that, we're not going for the league and that's a bit far-fetched this season. I really do think you lot would be exceptional in a cup with the fans, though. That's the problem, man.
Yeah, I do agree, but obviously that's not the circumstances that we're in, and the players have had quite a bit of time without the fans, and clearly it has affected us quite badly. But now it's on them to figure out how to get out of this
Yeah.
without us.
I agree. It's definitely on them now to stand up, and I think it's time for them to maybe help Klopp because he seems to be going through it at the minute.
Was you gonna wrap up?
I was about to. But yeah.
Lastly, in your opinion, where would you strengthen this Liverpool team?
Firstly, I'd move Henderson back to the midfield. Like, we need him as captain in the middle.
Yeah.
And then I would say try to figure out different ways to play with our front three, because it's kind of becoming a bit predictable.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to figure out a different way, because we have so much quality in our team, but we just don't really have a lot of variety in the way that we play. So I think that would make a dramatic difference.
I'll tell you what,
Jota's back soon as well.
Gaffer of the week.
Yeah, it's signed, sealed, delivered.
What a phone call.
Unbelievable. No, Amani Chen, thanks for taking our call. Yeah, we always
Appreciate
see you in the comments and on the lives and on Insta. So yeah, thanks for the support.
No, my pleasure.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
wicked.
Great call,
And yeah,
honestly.
we'll speak again towards the end of the season, hopefully, and maybe it'll be a bit,
All right.
bit better.
Have a
for you
good
then.
one. Happy
All right.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, big up, yeah. And to you too.
You take care.
Right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Not a bad call. Not a bad call.
Very pleasant
Not a bad
Liverpool
call
fan.
at all. Before we wrap up Liverpool, I'm sick of this.
I'm
Every
sick
week
of
in Armchair
Liverpool. Been
Gaffers,
like 30 minutes of
someone
Liverpool.
annoys me. Can we talk about my two boys,
Which
James Maddison and Harvey Barnes? Can we talk about them? Or
Yeah.
Can we not?
How much more? Like, what more can we like?
What
They
more?
need to be going.
Can we just have a moment of silence here? I'm taking the knee right now for Harvey Barnes and James Maddison. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm doing it,
You're doing it right now.
and we're done.
I'm with you,
Yeah?
man.
'Cause, yeah.
Few stats. Madison has been involved in 8 goals in his past 9 Premier League games, scoring 4 and assisting 4. Get him on the plane.
I said in the week.
He's still not on it, SB.
Nah.
I said in the week, yeah.
not on the plane.
Not even.
SB
What
don't
does he
know
really
ball.
offer, really? Like,
Oh my
that Phil can't bring or that Jack Grealish can't bring already?
What?
I hear that.
What? Like,
whoa,
or
hold on.
Mason Mount can't. There's
Mason
3
Mount
different.
maybe, but Grealish doesn't play there.
No, but
It's mad how we all like talk about
What?
Grealish like a centre mid.
He doesn't
So
play there.
mad.
What?
He plays off the left, Grealish.
No, he plays on the left.
Yeah, off the. From my saying,
So bad,
that's where he plays. He doesn't play down the middle. But yeah, I put online this week. Call me mad, but I don't see much difference between Bruno Fernandes and James Maddison. They've got a lot of
Silly.
stick.
The
Next-
worst shout I've ever
Yes,
seen.
I'm gonna say it
Dan,
again,
you got the
guys.
next game?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Thank
say
you.
it again,
That
guys.
was like-
Okay, football fans, real football observers, neutrals,
No,
yeah, not
real
United
football
fans.
observers.
We understand.
Dan,
That one,
Damn.
yeah, you've gone left. And Liverpool have taken 30 fewer points than at the same stage last season.
shit champions.
Wow. The next game on the agenda is Man City versus Spurs. Man City extended their winning run to 15 games and they lead at the top of the Premier League to 7 points as they easily defeated Tottenham at the Etihad. Gundogan scored twice after Rodri put City ahead from the penalty spot midway through the opening period.
I got stats.
Mourinho called it a modern penalty.
Mourinho, sharp.
What did he say?
He called it a modern penalty.
Like, his press conferences
It's
are
one of
getting
the
better
ones-
and better, you know.
If you get touched, if the nail touches you, or maybe the nose.
Uh-huh.
So I like that. It is a modern.
He
penalty.
is reaching right now, you know.
It's
for
a bit-
anything.
It's a pen.
He's
Like,
reaching.
modern or not, yeah.
It's a pen.
Yeah, Rodri slotted the pen away.
Hey, that was a
Edison,
bit mad. Though.
Edison was probably a bit gutted because he's supposedly the best penalty taker at Man City, and it went to Rodri.
Bro, why was
Rodri-
everybody? I promise you.
First career pen.
I promise you that team ain't getting through the Champions League semi-final because they ain't got the bottle.
Ooh, but
They ain't got the
was it? They
bottle
missed
for it.
3. I
They
think they
ain't
missed
got-
their last 3.
Just
They
take
haven't
this
got a
one
penny.
in.
They ain't got a penny taker.
Why are you, man, letting
ahead of
Rodri? I don't give a fuck what anyone's saying. Why are you, man, letting Rodri take the penalty? And I can see he's nervous.
I tell you why.
Shit.
Because they're not going to win, regardless. The penalty is
Insignificant.
Insignificant. It doesn't matter.
It will matter in the Champions League semi-finals.
I heard Pep say after that he's looking to get a specialist in to help them
Okay.
with their
Shut
penalty
up.
taking.
Look at him. He's the greatest.
By the way, did you man? Sorry, I don't know. I should have said. I'm gonna save it for final third.
Okay, cool.
Scumbag.
Can I ask? Apparently, there's a player for Man City who's been injured for some time and ain't been playing, but I can't tell who it might be.
You never know.
Yeah,
There's
but you
there's two
never-
now.
Mahrez?
There's two.
There's
So
two.
mad.
Yeah, Mahrez is
I
fit.
think we. Do you know how mad it
There's
is?
two.
I think we was
Aguero?
thinking about different people.
Yeah. Is
Who
it
are you thinking about?
David Silva, but apparently they sold him.
So
Oh,
it's not
you're
David
in a
Silva.
different way.
It's not David
It's
Silva.
KDB.
No, I wasn't thinking about.
And
KDB.
there's Aguero as well.
I
But
remember.
Aguero's not a great pen taker. When they won the first meeting between these sides in November, Tottenham were top of the table. Since then, City have taken 41 points from a possible 45, and Spurs have collected 16 points in 14 games.
Can I say something?
Go on, mate.
I was like, Man City have won 16 on the bounce.
Rah, 2-0.
I understand. Cool. And so I kind of expect to. Cool. I took it a bit further back.
Yeah.
Bro, they've won 21, I think, of 23 games. They threw 2 draws in there. Just
They won about 14 consecutively, didn't they? Or something like that.
16
Yeah,
consecutive,
16,
all
yeah.
comps.
It's a crazy
They're
run.
They're a team that can pick up runs, man.
It's ridiculous what they're up to. I think Man City haven't trailed for a single minute in any of their last 15 Premier League games since they lost to Spurs. So they haven't even gone behind. They don't know what it feels like.
You know why it's crazy? Because they looked so
They were
bad
so
at the start.
bad, but they were just patterning it.
You know what? Yeah. Scorch said it weeks ago about Cancelo. Yeah. So yesterday I made an effort to actually watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
And-
they did a breakdown on him on Sky
they?
Sports.
He's getting bread
It's
now.
crossed
It wasn't
over.
that good though. It wasn't that good.
Anyway, so I'm watching this guy pop
You
up
can
in the
have him.
field, all right? And there's one thing, okay, cool. This is a fullback who goes into midfield areas and just like pitches his tent there and says, "Yeah, I claim this land, you Cancelo land. This is where he is now, yeah."
Mm-hmm.
And there's that, and there's actually going there and really doing a thing.
No, bro. I don't think, man. I've taken it the pre a bit further, bro. He's trying to dictate the game.
No, he's not trying to do anything. He's doing it because he's in there and he's threading passes and he looks so confident.
And comfortable.
If you're playing against that, how do you deal with that?
Kick him.
Bro, I saw him do this. Yeah, I saw him. He was like, he's in the middle of the pitch, obviously.
Obviously, where else is he gonna be?
Not a right back, is he?
He was doing this. He was doing, and he was pointing to people like
Yeah.
where to
So
pass,
muggy.
Yeah.
what to do. I'm
it's
saying
muggy.
this is not the same guy from last year.
Nah.
Yeah, and the
Just
thing is,
different
yeah,
person.
I'm so grateful that he's under a coach that will let him do that.
Flex, yeah.
Just imagine
Yeah.
him under someone like Roy Hodgson. Just imagine.
I don't think
Well,
Pep.
you're
I
seeing-
don't think Pep can control him though. I don't think.
I think
It's looking like
No,
that,
he
you
can't
know.
control him.
we don't think that's
Nah.
from above.
I'll be honest. That's what I thought at first.
That's
yeah.
because that's why he weren't playing him. Man.
No.
I think
when
he's
I
the
started
perfect
he was
watching
too
it,
unruly
player for
before.
like I hear you, I do hear you, but I feel like he's doing so many
But
things.
the thing is,
I feel like there's no way Pep can be telling you
No.
so much
I
information
believe
Pep respects
has,
that, though.
has accepted it, and Pep
Yeah.
because if you look at how
and what's around it.
Yeah.
if you look at how the team responds to what he's doing, it seems
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fluid.
They react
it's
to him
definite-
getting on the ball, bro.
Exactly.
Definitely something that's been worked on. I think that's definitely come from Pep. He's
Yeah.
done it
It's
before,
mad.
but now it just I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's wearing orange boots. It's more noticeable.
Yeah,
No, but
Lahm,
Dan, he's
Kimmich.
going. No. This is a.
Travels.
Do you know what the difference is between a Lahm or a Kimmich? Is Cancelo's tapped?
Yeah.
See,
yeah,
Lahm,
they're good
Lahm is
listeners
German and
just
sensible.
very
He is
sensible, safe
Portuguese
players.
with the flair running in his blood.
They've got some ballers, you know.
Like he
Portugal.
just, bro, he doesn't really want to pass. He doesn't really. He wants to travel,
Nah, great.
flex, and shoot.
great innovation.
Yeah, also-
and it's good to see.
yeah. So I want to draw parallels between the Man City right back and the Tottenham right back. Yeah,
Who was playing Tottenham
Jose
right back yesterday?
Tanganga.
Tanganga.
Tanganga
He
He
right
played
back.
alright.
He played
Yeah.
well yesterday.
Now,
he
hold
locked.
on.
He locked Foden.
Hold
That
on.
needs to be put on record.
Hold
He
on
locked
right there.
Foden.
I seen
Now,
Wade Sterling.
we're not
one
gonna
time
go
as
past
well.
No, hold on. Yeah, so Tanganga done a job at right back. Yeah,
Bossed Foden.
Where he's supposed to be.
is he a right back?
Where is he?
No one
No
really
one even
knows.
knows. Is he centre back?
I could lie to you and say yes.
Just gets flung in
See,
desperate
yeah,
In my head,
situations,
he's a
isn't it?
CB. At
What I can
youth
tell you
level.
is every single big game that Jose just draws for him out of the cold and plays him right back, centre back,
But
DM, whatever.
he got that still where he
See,
don't look like he'll be
I see
overruled
him-
by a
I
big
see
game
him as a centre back, and then I said to Jose, not to him directly,
to the
Yeah.
TV.
yeah, to the TV. I was like, cool. I see what you're trying to do here by playing a centre back right back,
Right
trying
back.
to lock it down, yeah. But then you pretty much sacrificing anything going forward, yeah. And credit to
Yeah.
him, Tanganga did try and get forward.
Mm.
I saw
Hey,
him.
he done a little bit one time. He went on a little mazy run. I think.
I
Little
yeah,
mazy
Got
one.
fouled.
He's going up there, but then I looked at him, I looked at Cancelo, and Tanganga looks very lost in those areas. He doesn't look like someone that's accustomed to being in those
He's
spaces.
off end.
Yeah, he's OT, and
I
he's
get
like,
it. I get it.
he's like, well, like I'm trying, but like you man, like
I don't know
So-
where I'm going.
And yeah, when you compare the two, one of them is a Portuguese international, Champions League, Juve, big nights, all of that, silverware. Tanganga's like a
yeah.
youth, innit?
But what option other than Tanganga?
Doherty.
That's the good question.
Doherty.
Why does Tanganga start ahead of Doherty
Where was he actually?
in a game of that
'Cause- Because
magnitude?
Doherty is a right wing back.
No, I don't even know if he's
fullback.
good at that anymore.
I'm with Jester.
I don't even think. I'll be honest with you. I don't see it that way. I really don't see it as the issue is he's a wing back. I think it's bigger than him. I think Tottenham, this level of club, it's just bigger than him. This move is bigger than him. He ain't had a move before. It's all bigger than him.
It happens.
He's just crumbled.
I've seen it happen to people who go to Tottenham before.
He's just a crumbler.
They try and make that
Apple.
step up.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but
Apple.
anything about Spurs though?
Can
There's
I-
a little bit.
I just want to say before we move on. In fact, we can come back to this actually. It's
Go
Spurs.
through, man.
No, I was gonna say, at what stage are we gonna have the Gundogan conversation?
Listen,
There was a shaky shout which went out, man.
What
I
did it
I
say?
don't know if I
What
want to
did
say
it
it.
Say it, say it.
Carragher, as these Sky pundits do, they go out on a limb sometimes. He said, yeah, Gundogan definitely in the shout for player of the season. But it was like
No, he is.
almost in my head, I was just like, he's on a cold run,
It's
yeah.
like Yaya Toure vibes.
But isn't it too
Oi,
soon?
that is no.
Don't
no,
you
no,
remember
no,
when
no,
they
no,
won
no,
the league
no,
with
bro.
Yaya Toure and he
Ain't
kept
it
scoring
too
goals?
soon?
And
Bro,
he just
this is
kept
Yaya-ish.
scoring and he kept scoring.
Bro, because no, it's not too soon. Because
No, it's
You know-
happening right now in our eyes.
do you know what I need you to do, Dan? Yeah, I need you to tell me when Gundogan wasn't cold, and then when you tell me that, he's gone up a level this season.
Yeah.
So where are we?
Yeah, he was quite. Yeah, he was good in like
Like he's never not been
without
good.
stuff like this. Yeah, now he's putting actual.
Now there's 9 goals.
Contributions.
9 goals in the league.
Yeah, it's the most goals he scored in his career ever.
Also, with regards to Gundogan, and in reference to the absence of KDB and David Silva, yeah, well, in particular KDB, one thing KDB does, he drives a lot of the ball. When he gets the ball, he likes to drive into spaces, yeah. And if he's not doing that, he's playing long raking passes, yeah. Both of which bypass Gundogan.
So KDB was holding him back then.
Essentially, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You
play
know what?
fence.
It's
Yeah.
not a mad shout.
It's not at all. And I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
yeah, if a lot of your possession is based in one player and he's not here now, other
Just
people, it's
think
going
about
to
it.
have to be spread around.
You know that is exactly why I need the system to come out.
It's
just-
coming out, but I'm
The
busy.
system.
I'm busy.
Hey,
guys.
listen, you lot. Hey, we're working
busy,
so
I'm
hard.
busy.
You don't
Yeah.
understand
We're
that.
going to get there.
We do this, but we all got our lives as well.
I drive a forklift from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. every single day.
Jess has got
Why not sit
a
there?
segment
You're
coming
not
out
doing
called
enough.
The System, yeah? I'm telling you, it is sick. Like, if you're into this, the technical, like, it is
Algorithms.
sick.
Footballing algorithm.
I'm waiting for it myself. Me.
It's gonna come.
The question on City is now not will they win the league, but by how many points? And also, does anyone back them to do the quadruple?
No, because
Nah.
Oh, fuck off with that shit
no,
every
no,
year,
no,
man.
no.
What is
They're
what's
gonna
wrong
win.
with
They're
that?
not gonna win any quadruple because they can't even win the
They can't
championship.
even do a treble.
Wait. So they're gonna win the Man City, the Carling Cup, the League Cup. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
they're gonna win the League Cup,
I don't know about that.
The City Cup.
I'm not
the
saying
City
that.
Cup.
You sure?
I don't agree with
Are you having hope?
I got a little bit.
With regards to Premier League, it's nearly done and dusted because we are in mid-Feb, so that's nearly done and dusted on their form as well. FA Cup, anyone shout, okay? Now the Champions League though, the way Atleti are playing,
No, they're not in there. I don't see them as like every year. People are like, "Oh, I'm Man City favorite." Are
When
you
it-
fucking dumb?
when
They
they
can't.
start-
Every
They
time
can't get to the
favourites,
semis.
When they start suffocating, the domestic cups, it does start to look, the
also
quadruple
quickly
shout happens.
before we leave City, yeah. Have you not seen how wide Sterling's playing?
Bro, I
Yeah, it's
told
a
you
bit-
lot, it's the
yeah.
width.
The width
And then the
is
space for
mad.
Gundogan to go
To
into those
burst
spaces.
It's a lot
And
of
True.
things. It's a
Oh,
lot of
sorry.
things.
now he's eating.
I'm sorry. I was gonna save it for final third, but fuck it. We're
Let's
here
go.
now. Pep is such a muggy prick.
What's he
Sometimes.
done? What's he done?
Hey, Scorch, he's turned over Spurs, he's turned over Mourinho, and I guess he's reversed. No manager, I think, has won 3 consecutive games against him. So he stopped that. convincing win, Gundogan, all of that, all the carry on. Rodri's taking penalties, and it's still not enough for you.
No.
What's wrong now?
Because
He is.
he's a great manager, great coach, but he's a muggy cunt though.
Whoa.
This is what we
Whoa.
don't. Because this is when I was like,
He actually
nah.
is.
So Bayern Munich,
From his interviews.
they go win. Bayern Munich go win the club. What? No, we got to save this for final third, innit?
Yeah, that's continental journeys.
Final third.
On this evidence, few will give Mourinho any chance of overcoming Pep Guardiola on the 25th of April at Wembley as the sides meet in the Carabao Cup final.
I got some breaking news.
What?
Everton aren't them guys.
Poor Everton losing 2-0 to Fulham as we record this.
Just punch it in. Go and let them know.
I guess
They are losing 2-0 to Fulham.
This is the only saving grace for Liverpool this weekend, that Everton are also losing.
What ground is
Small
that?
victory.
What ground
That is,
is that?
They're at Goodison. Oh my God, they're doing
Oh,
flicks
is that
and stuff.
okay? Little Cruyffy back hill.
Go on,
Who is that? Is that Lookman?
I think that was
That's
Luftus.
Loftus now, but that's Loftus Cheek over there.
I think we need to keep watching
Who's that?
this.
Caballero.
No, we
Oh,
know.
it's Caballero. Yeah.
We know what Everton's on.
The only teams Tottenham have beaten in the Premier League from mid-December onwards are the current bottom two and promoted Leeds. Imagine if Jose Mourinho wasn't a born winner, was the tweet. Mauricio Pochettino was sacked after 12 games last season. His Premier League record was 3 wins, 5 draws, 4 losses. Compare that to Mourinho's last 12, 3 wins, 3 draws, 6 losses. Daniel Levy.
Horrible football as well.
Daniel Levy, we want some answers. Yeah, Tottenham have lost 4 of their last 5 Prem games.
Quickly though,
Tough.
Kane does look good. I don't think anyone.
He does.
Question.
But do you know who doesn't look
When's
good?
his loyalty going to run out?
Son.
Son is doing Mohamed Salah.
He's doing the patches thing, isn't he?
No.
He's doing it without the goals.
No.
Someone did tell me about he does come in patches.
But Son is getting assists though. But that's not really what I'm
That's
talking
not what you
about.
want.
What I'm talking about is his actual in-game
All-round
play.
game.
His all-round game.
Don't blame it on Mourinho though,
I don't care.
because Mourinho's.
You should.
Mourinho's
That's
got
not
him about
stopping him
60.
controlling it though.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
It's true. He has been in bad form.
Yeah, it's a
No,
little,
he's not been in bad form, to be fair. He scores and assists.
little bit baggy, man.
It's about
in
Kane, though.
parts.
Like Kane.
Yeah,
He's
question
doing a
on
lot.
Kane. Do you think a Manchester club should probably activate the
I'm sick
bid?
of all this talk.
Yes.
Everyone's saying, "Oh no, but if he doesn't leave, he's not ambitious enough."
There was a lot of talk on the timeline about Kane's legacy and what it is if things continue
Can we
as
just-
they are.
Teddy Sheringham.
Can he
Top
just,
goal scorers, maybe a golden boot at an international tournament,
Can he just
being
enjoy
Tottenham's
life?
best player. What is his what will
at
his legacy be?
No.
Tottenham's top scorer. Like,
No.
he's a good player.
Does he
Just
want to
leave
be
it
Teddy
out.
Sheringham?
Teddy Sheringham's
And even
got
Teddy
Champions
Sheringham
League.
got Champions League and Premier Leagues.
He's got everything. He's actually got everything.
Kane just wants to chill at Tottenham and get the highest top goal scorer for Tottenham.
But man need to man can't. It's funny because man rate Gerrard for being a one club man. Not solely because you won something. Like man rate Gerrard for being a one club man. You can't pick and choose. It's either which one is it? Do you want to be the one club man?
Gerrard's love is a
one
mixture.
club.
Yeah.
Just taking what I'm saying. If you're Steven Gerrard, yeah, you love Liverpool because you love Liverpool. No one talks about the fact you're going to move
All
to
the
Chelsea.
romantic stuff,
All of
yeah.
that stuff, that's cool. But why is it hard to imagine for Kane?
He's at
It's
Tottenham.
because Gerrard's was, I guess, pattered with a little bit of silverware here and there, i.e. Champions League.
FA Cups.
Yeah, FA Cup. here
Carling
and there.
Cups. Here
But
and
I
there.
would say at 27, I would say
There's still time.
Yeah, it's time.
Mhm.
Remember, we're not in 1998 anymore. You're not retiring at 30. Sorry, you're not retiring at the age of 30.
You see the other thing as well. Like me as a Tottenham fan, I'd noticed like Tottenham related stuff in it. So man noticed like rah. Like when Kane says who his idols were, whatever, he
Yeah.
references Shearer and Gerrard. What does that mean?
Loyalty.
I don't know. I don't know why
Yeah, I
he
don't
rates
know.
them.
I don't know.
No, they're good.
You might be clutching. Who knows, Scorch? You might.
I might be. But I
Shearer,
tell,
yeah, because
I tell you one thing-
because Shearer's a certified
Certified.
gun buster. Like.
I tell you one thing I do know though. If Tottenham sell Kane, it's blessed. Yeah. I promise you. If Tottenham sell Kane, do you know how much racks we're gonna get? This is not where we don't have like Arsenal's guy.
But the last time
When we sell the cold guys, you know what we get?
you get
No,
7
you get
players,
big bank.
you get
Yeah,
Eric Lamela, Paulinho.
It's a new-
Around
it's
the
a new day,
six.
it's a new
yeah,
day.
yeah.
But do we agree it's a new day?
It's a new day.
I think you'll get a good deal if it does happen.
It's sad though. It's bare sad. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'm a Tottenham fan, and Jose, man, it's vibeless, bro. And I'll just be so real with you as a like, I haven't spoken about it as much. You'll see I don't speak about it. But being real, where we're at now, like, you're trying to play football, but the problem is where you've not been playing football, everybody's ignoring the fact that you tried to play football in a week and it worked.
Yeah,
That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares. No one cares. It's air. You tried to play football again and got moved to. So now you're playing football and getting moved to, not playing football and losing. However, we're in a final, but the final's in April. It's fucked.
You needed that final to be like when it was meant to usually be.
Bro, even a March.
You take that,
Just so you can see what's going on.
Tottenham gaffers at home, let us know how you feel.
Oh no, we
City
can't.
fans.
No. Sorry.
Davinson Sanchez
We
becoming a
can't
meme.
go by.
The cow.
Became a meme.
Why is this brother?
The cow.
Listen,
Eating grass.
you are the bigger, faster, stronger, young, like everything guy.
There's no reason.
Why has this little guy got you on the floor eating grass with your hands by your side? Brother, I realized. I watched it in slow mo. He's going like this. His head butting the floor like this.
Yeah, Man City.
He got the arm though. That's what I couldn't take. He got crumbed.
Little one, yeah. He's
I
too
can't
big
hack it.
for that to be happening.
I want to defend him.
You can't.
He can't defend himself.
You can't
mate.
defend him
He
because
needs-
he's James Rodriguez's brethren.
He needs Maldini, Chiellini, all them man to defend him because I don't know if there's. What can you say?
What can you say, Jess?
Why is he eating grass?
I have it on the good authority that one of his studs came out. So when he had the little shrug from Ilkay,
Off balance.
It was a twitch, like the little twitch. Just
and then what happened when
helpless.
he went down and his head hit the floor? His instincts as a defender in 2021 to put his hands behind his back in the box. So
I
instinctively,
cannot stand you. Man said, put your hand behind your back in the
crazy.
box. Jesus Christ.
do you remember when he first come out? He was the in thing.
No, he was. Fam, look at the size
As
of
an
it,
Arsenal
man.
fan,
He
I
looks
was like-
kind of composed
Do you know
on the
what's
ball
bare
at times as well.
aggressive,
It's,
big.
yeah,
You see everything you man are
it's good in
saying.
the air. Like,
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Like, that's how you man saw it. Walks, have you ever heard me speak about Davinson
no,
Sanchez?
you never ever mentioned
Never
it.
once.
I rated him, from his time at Ajax. In that,
Spurs-
that's where he got the love. Yeah.
Spurs don't have one centre back.
One Freud. Where's he?
He's on loan at Villarreal, which they're gonna make permanent. Spurs don't
oh
have
my God, he went to
one
Villarreal.
centre back. We need 3 centre backs.
Hold on.
So like,
Where's Jan
United.
Vertonghen?
He's at Benfica.
Benfica.
If you could live in life.
Where's Toby?
Toby's there.
Yeah.
He's there.
Just
But
doing
rubbish.
It's
Toby.
not. It's
Where's
not
the big
Toby.
boy himself?
Who?
Eric.
Eric.
Eric's there.
Bro, do you know how bad it is? I really want it to work for Eric Dyer because I know that he wants it to work. But for whatever reason, we're here.
My major problem with Eric Dyer is the fact that it's 2021 and he hasn't got a fancy haircut. Yeah, get with the times. At least get a
thinks he
fade.
does, yeah.
See that though? That's trickery because you see that buzz cut and you think, right, he's fucking.
Yeah, solid. All about his business.
And then I don't know what
I'm
happens.
saying, get
It's
at least
tough,
a
man.
fade. All right, get a fade on one side and get a buzz on the other
no,
side.
we're not.
Not like Two-Face
Please,
in-
Eric,
in
don't
Batman.
do that, man.
No?
Moving on to Arsenal's North London rivals. Arsenal beat
Arsenal's North London.
Leeds.
Tottenham.
Tottenham's North London rivals. Arsenal. Apologies. Yeah, they beat Leeds 4-2 today. I'd say a convincing win. Aubameyang scored his first Premier League hat-trick.
Why is it? I feel like everything is like going against me.
Why?
Like Spurs are getting battered. Aubameyang
scoring a hat-trick. Leeds
Leeds
flipping
are losing.
again,
Like,
opening
it's
the
so
back door.
Mad. Chris
Goalkeeper
Wilder's
moving
probably still at the bottom.
The thing is about this Leeds game, going into it, was it Alioski was saying
He
something
was
like,
talking that smack
what was he
through
saying?
Patrick Bamford.
He's
He
the
said
one that shouldn't be chatting
What
shit
was he
'cause he's
saying?
crap.
He's
He's
looking
been there
forward to
before
seeing
everyone.
Pepe.
he wants to
again.
see my mate. I want to see my mate Pepe. Looking forward to see my mate Pepe at the
Oh.
weekend.
You know,
But then there's an image of Pepe warming up on the sideline and he's staring bang at Alioski, but Alioski pretended like God.
can't see him.
So
Pussy.
I respect Pepe. in
That's
that
why.
situation.
That's why.
And you don't want to talk too soon. You got to play each other twice, man.
Yeah. Why are you talking already?
Social
He didn't even
social
win the last
media
game.
these
Yeah,
days.
you drew. It was a draw.
Oh, yeah,
no,
with 10
but-
men.
But why is no?
'Cause he got him sent off.
You man are all missing the point.
Okay.
Why is Alioski talking though? Like,
Yeah,
I get it. I get Bamford. I get Aileen.
No,
I get
because
Dallas.
he got him sent off.
Brother, Alioski, you have been meaty since Gary Monk was there, bro.
But listen though.
mad.
But listen,
How have you even got the number 10 shirt?
How? What do you mean? His name is Aliyovsky.
It's bad for him. Yeah, shouldn't call people.
What?
Yeah, he's
That's
called
why.
Finger.
He's Macedonian though. He's not
That's
even like
why
the name's
he's got-
Flary.
What's that? What?
That's why he's got number 10.
The ski.
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 Nah, that's no excuse. But Arsenal, yeah,
Good
big
win.
win against Leeds, who I'm starting to tire a little bit of their basketball
Power League
kind of-
antics.
Power
like,
League.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's the one.
it is Power League.
It's a
That's
bit.
the
You're
one.
3-0 up, but it's cool because we're gonna come back, or we're gonna try and come back.
Yeah,
Do you know what's
Meslier,
nuts?
nightmare.
I'm looking at my notes and I put Leeds. Tired? Question mark. Because I think to myself, like, are you tired physically, mentally, or just tired?
Maybe they are physically tired because I mean, all the
Stuff.
conditioning in the world can't help you when you're running at 90 miles an hour for 90
Yeah,
minutes.
every 2 days or whatever.
Every
it is.
two
Wait,
days.
am I the only one as well? Yeah, it was like 4-1 or whatever. Yeah, am I the only one that when it went to 4-2-4? Oh,
I did think. I was thinking, there's going to be some
shit.
good
I-
content
I- I-
today.
How long's left?
I tweeted, yeah.
because I tuned up. I'm gonna keep it real. Get my hair done. I tuned that, but when I heard it was 4-2, I tuned
'Cause
the
the thing
blood
is,
clot back in and started listening.
There's two things there. There's the Leeds factor and
And
the Arsenal factor. So at 4-0, I was like, only Arsenal can salvage
A draw
a draw.
That's what they could only
Only
salvage.
Arsenal can be winning
from this
4-0
position.
and
Yeah.
managed to salvage a draw, but they let me down.
Arsenal are now
win, though.
6 points, off the Champions League spots. What we saying?
Ooh.
what position they in?
Like 10th maybe.
Yeah.
What
so
position they in?
so yeah, okay. It's this. Yeah, this is why numbers and because you could play it like
No, I'm just asking.
Arsenal are in 10th place.
How many
But
games?
They
24.
have played 24 games.
Who's played the most games in the league?
Arsenal amongst them. 6
Anyway,
points off the Champions
this-
League spots.
This
I like
week,
it.
I
I like
actually made.
He's not going down without a fight.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Listen, yeah. Jose Mourinho, you want to be shit? Don't worry. I'll make sure that everybody knows Arsenal's with us as well.
Jess.
This week I made an effort to watch as much football as I could.
Oh, wicked.
Put the Arsenal game on. Had to start driving here, so I didn't actually see it. I have not seen anything,
Oh no.
but I do know.
Aubameyang, I'd say
man.
pay
Funny
attention.
enough, I was watching it as I was
It looked
driving.
like something's
Last season.
I saw the lineup. Yeah, Arteta had 3 young gunners like Emilio
Saka.
Estevez,
Yeah. Saka, Odegaard, Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe.
I've seen a few memes online, people putting pictures of Nasri, Fabregas, and
Oh, for fuck's sake.
those days.
This is
and
what I say
saying
about
I-
Arsenal
I've
fans.
been
They get
driving.
one win, Arsenal fans,
See,
and
I've
they
been
can't
driving, so I
hack
haven't
it.
the
seen
movement off of Aubameyang, and he was playing down the middle today, where people say he's not as good. But I guess if there's a team to do it against, it's
I
Leeds.
saw it and I said to myself, that's energy behind Aubameyang.
Mm.
That's a lot of energy behind him. A lot of tempo
Tempo FC.
Tempo.
behind the guy. So I looked at it. I was like, you know what? Potentially. And I looked at the midfield. I saw Ceballos and Xhaka. I was like,
Ceballos scored though today.
Did he?
no, it didn't.
Did he not score?
Nah,
It's
Bellerin.
Bellerin.
Oh right.
That was a good
Yeah.
goal.
But
So
yeah, good,
I've-
good
I've
I
football.
haven't
Saka,
seen
yeah.
anything.
No,
Saka
you're
done well.
you're gonna enjoy the highlights.
What do we think of Rant? Like I know I've been bare harsh on Ceballos. What do we think of Ceballos?
So this is the thing about Ceballos, guys. You know, I'm very analytical in my.
I'm not
Yeah, so
crazy for him.
the problem we have with Ceballos is that because he's got a name like Ceballos and he's come from Real Madrid, we think he's like a Isco. He's not. He's just an old-fashioned centre mid.
I'm going to be last on my opinion on
Yeah,
Ceballos,
that's
so you
what it
lot
is.
say your opinions.
I'm not crazy for him. I think it is evident where he is probably about right. So he's a Real Madrid player. They said no, stay another year at Arsenal. I think for me, in the current world or climate, I think that probably sums up where
Where
he
he's
is. Yeah,
He
I don't think Arsenal are mad if they lose. I don't think Arsenal are upset if they lose him.
Yeah, no, he's not.
I don't
Really,
think Real Madrid are upset if they lose
he's
him.
not ready for the Santiago Bernabeu and Los Blancos.
Oh no.
You know what my opinion is on Ceballos? That next game.
Wow.
Wow. No, we're not.
Fair,
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, I hear
That,
it. Yeah.
That's loud and clear.
Yeah.
We mentioned recently Arsenal teams that are reliant on one player. I think Arsenal fall into that bracket.
With who?
And the player is not who you think.
Oh
it is.
my God, young boy.
The
No.
player, in my
Oh, no.
opinion, as an Arsenal fan, we are overly reliant
I always hear this. I know you're going to say it as well.
Who?
on
Go on, say it.
shorts and t-shirt Tierney.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know why they think that they're reliant on a left back, but they seem to think, Arsenal fans, that
Because
this left back just
that steal
gives
that they-
them
they
all
need.
this energy and goals and assists and everything.
I think Arsenal are overly reliant on Aubameyang.
Yeah.
I
And
w-
Saka.
I kind of agree with you because when he went through his blip, Arsenal went through
Do you
their
know what? In the wilderness. But
The
today
blip.
I saw some. Yeah, it's not. It's,
So the eye of the tiger.
it's what? Yeah, a blip is like. A blip is temporary.
That's
innit?
a block.
Yeah, a blip is temporary. But no, Arsenal, good result there. Leeds again. Just I don't want to call it naive, but
You cannot read anything
You
into
can't.
when you beat Leeds.
No,
Yeah, when
man,
there's two
fellas.
teams.
God, innit?
There's the two teams outside of the relegation
can't-
boys. Yeah,
you can't
who
say
when
anything
beat,
about
you can't
them.
say anything. One is Leeds.
I know the other one.
The other one is Hasenhüttl.
Yep.
You beat Hasenhüttl, whatever team's managing. Yeah, don't just whatever. Yeah, we won.
And ignore the score.
Ignore
You
the
might have
score.
scored 12 goals. It does
It
not
doesn't
mean
matter.
Ignore
anything.
the score.
Only 3 points.
Those are two
What
teams.
about the goals?
Those are two teams that you can beat them 5-0 and they can beat you.
speaking of teams which take pastings and teams you beat and you move on, let's bring West Brom and Man United to the floor. West Brom and United drew 1-1 today. Bruno Fernandes, stunning volley, salvaged a point
Saved us.
Shock.
for Manchester United.
This is why we
struggling.
need. This is why we need this pattern.
Yeah.
The surprise one.
That's some.
Not Fernandez.
Again? Not again.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side lost further ground in the Premier League
notes.
title race. Title races has been over. Maguire asked after the game, "Are you still in title race?" He said yes.
He actually spoke. 'Cause he doesn't seem to speak when he's on the pitch.
So, before SB goes into United rant, I want to say some things, okay? This is one of the games I actually got to watch because I wasn't too busy. I was doing bits and bobs around the house, but I wasn't too busy, yeah? And I saw Rashford playing off the right.
Yes.
Yeah? And he was trying, it's like, I know what Ollie's thinking now. See, when you see a coach, yeah, a good coach, you say to yourself, what's his goal? Like, what's he doing? With Ollie today, his plan was Rashford get the ball, cross it into Cavani, yeah? Old school, 2002 tactics. Like, literally.
But with one striker.
But with one striker,
Not
one
two.
big striker. And I'm thinking, like, Ollie, like, so, you know you can't rely on the counter-attack?
And also, you're playing against Sam Allardyce team.
And now you're playing against some other team.
50
That's food and-
players
food
in
and
the-
drink,
yeah,
yeah.
Food
literally.
and drink. I mean, like, Ollie's
Wait,
trying-
your plan is to Sam Allardyce me?
in
That's
my
what he
thing.
did.
No,
In
no
my
chance,
realm.
no
Yeah,
chance.
United moved back above Leicester in second place, but are now 7 points behind leaders Man City, who also have a game in hand. So we can call that.
I
10.
want to talk about that.
Yeah, the first goal came after 83 seconds.
I missed it.
Who, Lindelof?
Quickest goal United have conceded since 2018, where Christian Eriksen scored against United at Wembley when Spurs were playing at Wembley. Went and saw that, and I was just like,
Can't
it's a
remember
waste
that
of
game.
time. It's like a Wednesday night. I think Chris Smalling slipped over. It was just like from kickoff.
By the way,
ridiculous goal,
when Spurs were at Wembley, Kane was wild.
crazy time.
Wicked, didn't it?
I saw
Enough of
a
that.
few good- Yeah,
Little
little flashbacks.
I
as to
never
former
actually
times.
saw the goal, but I heard there was some kind of
Just
Yes.
isolation.
isolation,
Yes.
assault, all sorts. You shouldn't be getting bullied like that early in a game
That's what it was.
against anyone if you plan to play for a team like United.
Or be a centre back.
It was soft, and I'm not here on this toxic masculinity stuff and all that, but that was soft as shit. It was so bad, so bad.
So bad, bro.
Bro, the way he he didn't jump, did he?
No,
He
Was
just
it
crumbled.
necessary?
He
clambered,
clambered on his
yeah.
knees like some bitch. Like, bro, Lindelof, like
my
what are we
man-
gonna do?
I want to just go through some actions here.
Yeah, if you didn't, here's the highlights.
Here's the highlights. If you haven't seen it,
Here's the match of the day.
he's climbed over him on a normal thing, just like
That's some climbing for him.
little child, come out of the way of the car before it hits you.
Russians.
That kind of vibe, yeah. But then this is the bit that done me. He's headed the ball like this. He's done this. He's not even jumping. It's
awful defending. Scorch, yeah, we spoke in one of our groups, and
Yeah,
you're saying that doesn't happen to somebody else.
No, it doesn't happen to Bailly. Are you fucking mad?
Never.
You think that can happen to Eric Bailly? Bro, someone's gonna die before that happens, bro. I
He's gonna
promise
take
you.
it personal.
That is not happening to Bailly.
And I've said it before about Lindelof. I've said, yeah, he doesn't make massive mistakes in like big games, but when he's
games.
in these kind of games, yeah, he gets absolutely battered.
Gets
And I hate
targeted.
to see it.
Do you know what? Why I dislike Lindelof? Not because he's mad shit, because he's not mad shit.
No.
Yeah. The reason why I dislike Lindelof is because he's a coward.
That's it.
That's why I dislike
That's it.
Lindelof. I tell you what I see Lindelof doing bare. This is what he does. He does a little bit, yeah. So the ball might come near him and he fucking wins a tackle he should win. And then he gets up and he's gonna like shout at Wan-Bissaka. Why? Because you made a tackle.
Yeah.
My brother, I watch you all the time pass the ball to Wan-Bissaka, then go stand behind the striker. Say he can't pass to you. You think I don't know? I watch you. I watch you, and you know that one. The reason why you do it is because you know Wan-Bissaka's not good on the ball. So when the ball comes back, it might not come back with quality, and you don't trust yourself to do what you need to do, whether it be hold the man off or take a good touch. You might not do either of them two things.
Iron bar,
So
get that
Lindelof,
iron bar across.
you are a coward.
Jesus,
Big coward.
Christ. Big.
Can I get some backlash? Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably no.
What's that?
I think United will be a mid-table team without blank.
What, Bruno?
You said it, not me.
Let's see, man. Let's see what people think of that.
Hey, sorry. One other thing as well, and this is bare interesting. That I didn't watch the coverage, so I don't really know. I just saw the game. But I was thinking for the first fucking time in a long time, I was thinking United miss Pogba.
Yeah.
I actually thought United
And
missed
not
Pogba.
only that, you had this young kid playing left wing. I think he just started playing football yesterday. I think he's like a football running back or something.
Oh, I still got Rashford again.
No, he's playing right. Guy on the left.
Martial, yeah,
Wow.
awful, stinky
I was thinking
season.
did Dan James come on or something?
Yeah,
No.
really.
It's a shocking season at this point, and yeah, he's basically run out of credit.
My pal
from
said to me
Martial.
in August, United fan, big United fan, so delusional. He said to me that Rashford, Greenwood, and Martial are guaranteed to get you 20 goals each a season.
Smokes food. But
Hard.
That's not your friend. That's like the local.
Yeah.
Right, so you
you just because you see him outside the shop, you two don't. It's not
friends.
friendship.
It's not friendship.
I was best man at his wedding. So
No.
Hey, can I just say though, before we move on, you know I'm not on. I know it's a draw. I know West Brom are whatever. Like for the first time, I'm not really questioning Ollie.
This is just
Not really.
Yeah.
You know? I just think, one of them was like whatever. Cool.
weird
Like,
season.
I don't think for the first time in a long time, I don't think. See, Ollie,
Oh,
Ollie,
okay,
you're not
yeah,
good.
yeah. You're not rising up the
You're
agendas.
not really good. I don't think. If I'm being honest, I just think
Defense is crap.
Lindelof is just a gal.
That's it. Just a gal pick me.
Yeah, there's been a big focus on United's defence in recent times. However, I've seen some numbers and they're pretty damning. United's forwards are not pulling their weight in any way or form. Rashford, 2 in 10. Martial, 3 in 10. Cavani, 3 in 10. Greenwood, 1 in 10.
It's Bruno, like 10 and 10.
your top scorer with 14 league goals is Bruno Fernandes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not.
That forward line, and people say, "Oh, like it's great to bring in Cavani and yada yada yada." He's scored like 3 in 10.
Bruno is the clutch. You guys are driving a manual car,
Yeah.
and that is your clutch. Without him, you're not going anywhere.
No, that's the right. What's the word?
Analogy.
That analogy is
yeah.
bonkers.
Can't get out first, second, third. Like nothing's
Without
happening.
him, you need
Like the car might be banging.
But
without the clutch?
no clutch.
Yeah.
It's not
That's on another
I
note.
like
That's
that one.
why Donny is stuck.
And do you know what's mad? Sometimes the car ain't even cold.
Yeah, it's just a dead car
It's dead car and no clutch.
and no clutch.
Whoa.
What happens if you put a clutch in a dead?
West Brom striker Mbaye Diagne became the 12th different Senegalese player to score a Premier League goal under Sam Allardyce. 8 more than have scored under any other manager. Big up, Big Sam, man.
Hey, you know when you were saying that?
Rapid.
You know how mad it is, yeah? When you were saying that, I was thinking to myself, oh, raw, Senegalese man have been busting up their Premier,
Yeah,
you know?
literally.
And then you said
Sam.
Under Sam. So he's got, I don't know, his scouting network.
Manias? Was he one?
He's
he
from
from?
Everton, and I believe
Yeah.
he is.
probably
Where's he
is.
I
from?
believe
Senegal.
he is. I believe he is Senegalese.
So
dad.
wait, guys.
Yeah, 12 Senegalese players under Big
Let
Sam.
me see
Like I
where
said,
he's
I
from.
actually
That's
watched
sick.
this game.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't watch the highlights. I watched
Juf.
the actual game. El
Yes.
Hadji, yeah.
Juf.
Probably Salif Diao. No, that's Cameroon.
Why is this not
I
working?
think I'm. Yeah, do you know what? On a geography thing, next topic.
No, I was gonna say, yeah. I said
I'm
to
exposure, the
I said-
maximum.
I said to one of my United fans who's not delusional that from what I saw in that game, I think there's an argument to say that United were kind of lucky to come away with a point in the fact that
West Brom can't finish their dinner.
they can't finish their dinner. That one of them fellas had up front, the one that scored.
They had 2 chances.
Yeah.
You know Ivanovic plays for
He's from Senegal.
Ivanovic
yes.
at West
Yeah.
Brom, yeah, bit of experience.
No,
and whatnot.
you're smiling. Why?
Why not? And you know he went to Zenit.
Yeah.
And he came back.
And he's here.
He's a bit,
He's got experience.
he's a bit of a big son, man.
from the lower positions.
See, Jess is my guy. I don't care what. No, like you see us argue and disagree, but what you don't know is Jess is my fucking guy because he understands exactly what I meant when I said.
People.
You got Ivanovic.
Ivanovic.
By the way, Ivanovic has got this air of like a diminutive like fullback. You know he's 6'1".
He's huge. He's just
Huge.
like, built like an absolute tank.
And you wonder why he was bossing right back.
Yeah,
all these years.
just scared
Guys-
of him. Yeah.
Do you know what's so mad? Do you know for bare time, big up Skip, my pal Skip. We used to talk about him as if he's a centre back playing out of position.
No,
And he's played right back
He's
his
just
whole
a right,
career.
He's just a right back.
built like Megan Thee Stallion.
He's actually not that great. Do you know what's mad?
V.
He's not that cold at centre back. I've seen him play there for Chelsea, and he
Remember
weren't all
had to
that.
go
But
and
you
fill in a bit.
forgetting, yeah, he'll die for this.
Oh yeah, you don't really want to go up against him.
He'll
Get on
die.
his wrong side.
Do you know what that's almost like, Jess?
Davinson Sanchez.
No, when you say, but he's fast.
But he's
But he's
mad
fast.
That
fast.
caveat to
And
chance.
we got something on mad fast on the final first
Soon.
stage.
United have won just one of their last 5 Premier League games, drawing 3 and losing 1 since beating Southampton 9-0. Yeah, mixed form there. Burnley yesterday. If Liverpool's game was decided in 7 minutes, this game was decided in 10. Burnley took advantage of woeful defending from Crystal Palace, who I don't know.
They look
Without
in
Zaha,
shambles
it's
now,
just
yeah.
shocking. Some woeful defending, and I think Matt Loughton has a contender for goal of the season.
Good goal.
They brushed Crystal Palace aside, and they're moving further clear of the bottom 3.
Why do Lowton and Westwood, whenever they score, it's like fucking insane goals?
Crazy.
Yeah, Loughton don't fuck about.
Because you know how mad it is? You see Loughton, I was under the impression, oh yeah, you do this banger thing. And then they're like, the last time he scored was
2013.
yeah.
Fuck me. Was that Stoke?
He
one?
hasn't scored for 7 years. Yeah, it was against Stoke. 7 years,
That's the other mad goal.
313 days.
Bro, I no, more than that.
7 years.
And-
Bro.
Fuck
Oh,
me.
sorry. Yeah, because, bro, I was under the impression that he just, from time to time, does
chips
the
in
mad
with a
thing.
screamer.
No, 7 years. That's mad.
7, man. Yeah.
But
awful.
Westwood, though,
Baller.
Yeah, I like Westwood.
I like Westwood.
tech, man. What
There
is
was
he
a
doing at
debate.
Burnley?
There was a debate, about why Graham Potter, whose team are battling relegation, gets a lot of love and all of the bread, but Sean Dyche doesn't, and he finished 7th
No
for Burnley.
way.
He
Style.
finished 7th.
Style.
People are on style.
Style.
People are on
Pattern.
style pattern
I like
over
that.
Because
actual results.
Because
Style
what did I
and
say the
pattern.
other, what did I say the other day?
Style.
I looked at the table, yeah, and I was like, shit, then Brighton shouldn't have sacked my man. They're in their zone. That's their zone,
That's where they should be.
bro.
It was the
Brighton
style.
are in
No.
the exact same place that they
Brighton are in the
were
same place.
when fucking they had Chris Hughton.
They-
Same shit.
They got rid of him because of the style, though, innit? They said they were
Yeah,
sick
they were sick. And I think it was 26 game. But Brighton kind of went on the similar
But you
run.
see Potter
Yeah.
though, I'm not gonna lie. On a style thing,
You're having it.
like boom, you see this tracksuit, yeah. See right now, you see the logo. It's on the left side,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I can't see it.
Mm.
But I'm like, this is a decent tracksuit. Now I might
You don't know.
I might get round the side and then see. Oh, it's from Asda, George.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Now I don't feel the same way about George that I do about
Good Nike.
about the Balmain or you know what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah, road
different
trip.
kind of thing, you know. So I think that's the kind of situation.
It's just
Yeah,
looking at it,
Just
yeah.
how you look at it.
That's mad, yeah. Sean Dyche deserves his flowers. I'm going to give him to him. 4-4-2 boss. I don't know if you lot saw it this week. There was a story which leaked about him and John McGinn having a little argument, having a tear up during a game. He's giving it to John McGinn. He's giving it back. And then like the final retort was something about, you're, what is it? You're in the Prem now, something. You're still wearing that shit jacket.
Who said that? McGinn?
McGinn said that to Sean Dyche. And it's
Love
tough
it.
to kind of
Wow.
get back to him. Yeah, yeah.
I love
It's
it,
kind
man.
of hard to respond to that because it's that same, dust
I
to
love
that
when people
jacket.
argue and they take it elsewhere, like where it ain't got to be.
Do you know what was a pretty? Wait, we should maybe. There's a final third in there, but do you know what was an interesting one for me? I thought it was fucking hilarious. fucking Guendouzi and Neil Maupay.
Mope, yeah.
He's like, like whatever. He's trying to. Brighton was beating Arsenal, innit?
No, I think it was Arsenal winning at the
Arsenal
time.
winning at the time, and he was it. I'm on. Was it? I'm earn more.
He's
than
like,
Yeah.
I earn more than you, but you don't.
No.
You earn less,
Yeah.
and you're on loan.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Chill out, man.
Cool.
life, man.
Comes at you fast.
Life, yeah. Speaking of life coming at you fast, we used to big up Ralph Hassan, who all his men are in a shocking vein
that's
of
my guy.
form still,
No,
regardless.
no,
Riding.
that's my guy.
Still on the
Another
bus.
one of your guys scored a stunning individual goal. Pedro Neto for
Pedro
Wolves.
Neto.
No, don't say it like that.
I'm not from. I've been doing.
Neto.
No, it's Pedro Neto.
He scored a stunning individual goal for Wolves as they came from a goal down to beat Southampton at St Mary's.
Former one to watch.
I'm not gonna accept this result as a valid Premier League result
Oh, it's one of those. If you just don't, I refuse to accept it.
because Wolves fielded an ineligible player.
In who?
They fielded an NFL running back. On their team.
Sake,
The hate goes
every
on
week.
for Adama.
No.
Every week,
No. Do you know
bro.
why?
Come
Do you know
on,
what?
it's
Do you know
every
what?
week.
Jess, you're my pal, and normally I like to say when you're wrong about stuff. This is not one of them times. I'll be honest. I've been going back and forth, not for that long, to be honest, because it didn't take very long for me to chill out. But I was saying, Jess was like, Adama Traore just runs in a straight line.
But no, runs very fast.
Very fast.
In a straight line.
In a straight line.
Crazy, man.
And I'm like, but he's like his delivery is improved because he stands them up now.
Snowy.
And then the stat came up. Nothing
Zero.
and nothing in everything.
But how many miles per hour?
170 miles per hour
70 miles per
No.
hour.
to 6 seconds.
You got that Ivanovic build as well, innit? It's like I don't know what's going on.
I'm
there.
tired of this. I'm tired
He's,
of this.
no. We're talking. No, you gotta put everything in. Geez, he's fucking oiling up his arms to kick ball.
The trim.
And
It's-
you know,
it's
Got to
crazy
like,
right now,
it's
man.
a bit mad. You can't
too
oil up your
much.
arms.
I think if you're
and then
doing all of
not
that, you
like-
need to be contributing.
And what annoys me is that in the summertime, he was talking like, oh yeah, no, I wouldn't have a problem playing for Real Madrid if they
Oh,
came
okay.
in.
He had a
Yeah.
good season. Didn't he?
Why is Real Madrid coming out of your mouth? The only time honestly, the only time you should mention Real Madrid is if you're playing FIFA and your opponent is using Real Madrid and you say, oh, they're using Real Madrid.
Yeah,
That's the only time
Yeah.
I
I
can
hate.
say
I hate.
Real Madrid.
Southampton. We always big up Ralph. They have now lost 6 consecutive league matches for the first time in history. They're definitely crashing, and I think we should probably pay close attention
Weren't
to
they
them.
top of the league at some stage?
They were
Who,
not
Southampton
too long
was?
ago, yeah.
Oh yeah, there was.
They were top of the
They were
league, yeah.
flying high. Ralph, step it up. We need to keep an eye on the Saints. And Wolves go to 12th in the Premier League and they're a point and a place above Southampton. And that brings us to the end of our weekend wrap.
Already?
Fulham have, I believe, just beaten Everton. It was 2-0 the last time we checked.
One.
Hit us up, people.
Hold on, wait. Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
What up, though?
1 second. Let me just double check. See. Because you know what is Everton are title challengers and they got Alan and they got James,
Doucouré.
They got all these guys.
Oh,
man.
my God.
Dominic
the knives,
Calvert-Lewin.
the knives are coming out.
All platforms, you lot.
Yeah, don't
All of
forget,
them.
we're available on all platforms. So if you want the visuals or the audios, depends on how you feel.
We know you like the visuals.
Yeah, it's Valentine's as well. Treat yourself.
Can't see our faces.
But yeah, thanks for watching again. And yeah, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And we'll catch you tomorrow for the Continental Corner.
Peace.
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 Bye, my friend.